Every single day, over 137,000 new businesses are started around the world. But here's the shocking part. Most founders had no grand plan. They simply noticed something others ignored. Today we're breaking down exactly how entrepreneurs spot those golden opportunities before anyone else does. By the end of this video, you'll understand what an entrepreneurial opportunity actually is, how to recognize problems worth solving, where the best ideas come from, how to evaluate whether an opportunity is real or just wishful thinking, and how creativity plays a massive role in the whole process. Let's get into it. Section 1. What is an entrepreneurial opportunity? Let's start with the basics, because most people get this wrong. An entrepreneurial opportunity is not just a good idea. A lot of people have good ideas. Your friend who says someone should really make an app for that, that's not an opportunity. That's a thought. A real entrepreneurial opportunity exists when three things line up. First, there's an unmet need or an underserved market. Second, there's a way to actually deliver a product or service that meets that need. And third, that solution can generate profit. When all three click together, you've got something worth pursuing. Economists call this the discovery of a gap between what the market currently offers and what people actually want. That gap is where entrepreneurs live. It's where they plant their flag. Think about it this way. Before Airbnb, millions of people had spare rooms, and millions of travelers needed affordable places to stay. The gap was obvious in hindsight. But someone had to see it first. Someone had to frame it as an opportunity, and not just a coincidence. So here's the question that should be sitting in your mind right now. How exactly do entrepreneurs train themselves to see these gaps? That's what the next section is all about. Section 2. Sources of opportunity. Opportunities don't fall from the sky, they come from somewhere. Researchers have identified several consistent sources that entrepreneurs tap into again and again. The first source is changes in the environment. This includes technological changes, social shifts, new regulations, or economic disruptions. When COVID-19 hit, remote work tools exploded. Zoom wasn't a new company, but suddenly the environment changed and the opportunity scaled overnight. The second source is problems people experience in their daily lives. This is one of the most powerful sources. When you find yourself frustrated by something repeatedly, pay attention to that. Other people probably feel the same way. Every complaint is a potential business model. The third source is gaps in the market. Products or services that should exist but don't, or existing products that serve people poorly. Maybe the quality is bad, the price is too high, or the experience is just frustrating. That's your opening. The fourth source is watching what works elsewhere. Many successful businesses are simply adaptations of ideas that already worked in other industries or other countries. You're not stealing, you're translating. Now that you know where opportunities come from, here's what you're probably wondering. Does every opportunity deserve your attention? Absolutely not. And learning to filter them is a critical skill. Which brings us to the next section. Section 3. Opportunity, recognition, and evaluation. Recognizing an opportunity and evaluating it are two very different skills. Recognition is about spotting the gap. Evaluation is about asking whether it's worth crossing. Entrepreneurs use several criteria to evaluate opportunities. The first is market size. How many people actually have this problem? If it's only a handful, the math probably doesn't work. You need a big enough audience willing to pay for your solution. The second is timing. Is the market ready? An opportunity that's too early can be just as deadly as one that's too late. There were several tablet computers before the iPad, but the timing wasn't right. Apple didn't invent the tablet, they launched it at the right moment. The third criterion is competitive advantage. What makes your solution better, cheaper, faster, or more accessible than what already exists? If you can't answer that clearly, the opportunity might not be as strong as it seems. The fourth is your own capability. Do you have or can you acquire the skills, resources, and connections needed to pursue this? An opportunity that's real but completely outside your reach isn't really an opportunity for you right now. Evaluating opportunities honestly, without letting excitement cloud your judgment, is one of the hardest parts of entrepreneurship. And it leads us directly into a question that changes everything. What role does creativity play in all of this? Section 4. The role of creativity and innovation. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. Entrepreneurship is not just about having creative ideas. It's about applying creativity in a structured, purposeful way. Creativity in entrepreneurship means combining existing things in new ways, looking at familiar problems from unfamiliar angles, and being willing to challenge assumptions that everyone else just accepts. Jeff Bezos didn't invent selling things. He didn't invent the internet. He combined them and then kept pushing the model in ways nobody expected. That's entrepreneurial creativity at work. There's a concept called lateral thinking, which is about solving problems through indirect and creative approaches. Instead of asking, how do we make this product better, you ask, what if we completely eliminated this step? That kind of thinking breaks you out of the obvious path. Innovation, on the other hand, is creativity in action. It's when the idea becomes something real. A product, a process, a service, or a business model that creates actual value for people. Entrepreneurs who combine strong opportunity recognition with genuine creative thinking are the ones who build things that last. But there's one more piece of this puzzle that often goes unmentioned, and it might be the most human part of the whole equation. Section 5. The entrepreneurial mindset. Skills can be learned, tools can be acquired, but the entrepreneurial mindset? That's what separates people who talk about ideas from people who actually build something. The entrepreneurial mindset includes a few key traits. Tolerance for uncertainty. Being okay with not knowing exactly how things will turn out. Proactiveness. Not waiting for permission or the perfect moment. Resilience. The ability to fail, learn, and try again without giving up entirely. It also includes something called opportunity alertness. This is the habit of constantly scanning your environment for problems, changes, and unmet needs. It's not something you're born with. It's something you practice. The more you look, the more you see. Think of it like a muscle. The more you exercise your ability to notice problems and imagine solutions, the stronger your entrepreneurial instincts become. The world will always have problems. Markets will always have gaps. The question is whether you'll be the person who sees them and does something about it. If this video helped you think differently about how opportunities are found, drop a comment below with one problem you've noticed in your daily life that nobody has solved yet. I'd love to read your ideas. If you want more content like this breaking down entrepreneurship concepts in plain language, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And if you found this useful, share it with someone who's been sitting on a business idea but doesn't know where to start. See you in the next one.